Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to learn about writing an equation of a perpendicular line. The first example says, write an equation of the line passing through 710 that is perpendicular to 2/3 x minus 4/5. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what does it mean a perpendicular line? It means a line that crosses through the line at a 90-degree angle. Now, equation-wise, how do we know if that's the case? We know if that's the case if these slopes are negative reciprocals of one another, right? So let's remind ourselves, what's a reciprocal? That's when we switch the numerator and the denominator of a fraction. So as you can see over here, we have our slope, right? The slope of the equation that's apparently perpendicular to our equation that we're supposed to create is 2/3. The reciprocal of 2/3 is 3/2, right? We switch the 2 and the 3 around. So the new slope is going to be something to do with 3/2. Now, I also mentioned it's the negative reciprocal slope that the perpendicular line would have to have. Since 2/3 is not negative, I need to add a negative sign into my slope for the perpendicular one, since it's the negative version of this slope. So therefore, because the original slope is 2/3, the slope of any perpendicular line, regardless of where it passes through or doesn't, would be negative 3/2. So that's my first step, is to find the negative reciprocal slope of the equation we're being given. Now I need to put that into our equation. Recall that for any line, the base equation is y equals mx plus b. In this case, we already have m. It's negative 3/2, right? Y equals negative 3/2x plus b. And then what we need to do is solve for b. We don't know what the y-intercept is of this equation. Okay, so we need to plug in 7, 10. So that means we need to plug in x equals 7 and y equals 10 because of this point that they gave us here. So therefore, 10 is equal to negative 3/2 times 7 plus b. If we multiply that through, we get that 10 is equal to negative 21/2 plus b. And then keep in mind that 10 is the same as 20/2, right? So that means 20/2 is equal to negative 21/2 plus b. Then I'm going to add negative 21, I'm going to add 21/2 to both sides. So then I'm going to get 20/2 plus 21/2 is equal to b. Therefore, b is equal to 41/2. And so my overall equation, my overall answer is going to be y equals negative 3/2x. That's a little bit ambiguous. That's a bit better. Negative 3/2x plus 41/2, right? Y equals mx plus b. And there we go. Let's do one more example like this as well. It says, write the equation of the line that passes through negative 3, negative 8, that is perpendicular to negative 2x plus 7. So first thing we need to do is find the slope. Because the line that we're supposed to create is perpendicular to the line that they have given us, we need to find the negative reciprocal slope. So let's start with, what is the reciprocal of 2? Well, the reciprocal of 2, recall that 2 is the same as 2/1. So if we switch the numerator and denominator, when we have 2/1, we would get 1/2. Now, it does say negative reciprocal, not just reciprocal, but notice how the original slope is already negative. If we take the negative of a negative, we actually end up with a positive, right? And so the slope in our case is going to be positive 1/2, right? Original slope was negative 2. If we apply a negative to that negative 2, we get a positive 2. We take the reciprocal, we get 1/2. So slope of our perpendicular equation, our equation that's perpendicular to the line they gave us, is 1/2, and that's just the answer. Okay, next we need to find the b value, right? The y-intercept. We know that y is equal to 1/2 x plus b, and we also know that x is negative 3 and y is negative 8 is one of the points that this line passes through. So we need to use that information to solve for b. That means negative 8 is equal to 1/2 times negative 3 plus b. That means negative 8 is equal to negative 3 over 2 plus b. Also, negative 8, recall that's the same as just, well, 8's the same as 16 divided by 2, right? So this is going to be the same as negative 16 divided by 2. And then if we add 3/2 to both sides, plus 3 over 2, we get b that way. So b is equal to, let's see, negative 13 over 2. So the final answer here, y is equal to 1/2 x minus 13 over 2. And there's our answer. All right, well, good work, everyone, and we'll see you for the next one.